My visit to the Acadia National Park had several stages. The first was planning, using maps, guides, and routes, and of course, the fantasies I created of visiting a place that until now was only in my imagination. Getting to Maine was an adventure in itself. I initially left from Florida, visited several national and state parks on my way, and drove more than 2,000 miles to reach my dream. The day of my visit to the park, I left very early. It was dark, and I still had 3 hours to go. I had to take advantage of every minute of sunlight, since at the time, the month of November, the days were really short. With the first lights, I could see the snow and the ice on the sides of the road. And I was very excited because I always loved winter, and I wasn't expecting to find it too soon. So it was really a gift in the middle of autumn. The road took me through forests, small coastal towns, and beautiful lakes. But the weather changed constantly. And there were times when the sun came out and I could see the blue sky among the trees, but other times it was snowing heavily. As soon as I entered the park, there was a thick layer of snow, and I realized that only the main road was enabled, and all secondary roads were closed. And although I had wished I could take the route that I had already planned, I faced an untimely change of plans. But this was also the opportunity to enjoy one of those moments that are not very common, in which the snow blends with the beautiful fall colors. I just decided to enjoy it. Acadia receives over 60 inches of snow each year. This was one of the first snowfalls of the season. The day finished with a luminous sunset, and my road trip was short while I enjoyed the changing colors over the horizon. My next visit began with an incredible sunrise. The blue sky, the translucent clouds, and the golden reflections of the sun. It was simply a wonderful symphony of images. Colors were shining around me, and at each turn of the road, I received beautiful surprises. When I got to the park, I started walking on a path towards the sea. The air was a little bit cold. The gentle breeze lulled the trees while the leaves flew away. And I finally got close to the cliff from where I could see the bright blue sea below me. Going down was an amazing experience. I didn't know where to look at. The clear and transparent water of the ocean, the black rocks on the beach, the white sand, and the dark forests. For me, all this was completely different from my memories of the tropics where I grew up, where the palm trees, the rainforest, and the warm water seemed just memories, not only of another time, but also of a completely different world. Among the rocks, there were some submerged caverns through which the waves enter and produce a sound similar to a thunderstorm. And although I could not hear it because of the low tide, I did enjoy how the water entered and came out through the rocks. The entire park was a great explosion of colors, no matter where I directed my gaze. The deep blue color of the sky and the lakes, the turquoise of the ocean, the green of the pines, the vibrant tones of the leaves, the yellow and ochre hues of the dry grasses swinging in the wind. While I was looking at the great Champlain Mountain, I suddenly saw through my lens these tiny little creatures climbing its walls through an inaccessible path, hanging from the rocks, so small that they looked like ants. This dangerous trail bears the name of the Precipice Trail. I just stopped here to enjoy. I can listen to the sea. I can look at the beautiful forest. The lighting here is absolutely beautiful. The colors. And this is what we really need in our lives. I'm pretty sure that this is what really connects us with nature. So I'm gonna be showing you around, but I just wanted to stop to tell you what I feel when I'm here. There are 26 mountains within the park, and many of them are located in the Mount Desert Island. Although its forests and vegetation are not really from a desert, this curious name is due to the fact that a French explorer who visited this coast around the 1600s noticed the bare rocky tops of its mountains and gave it a French name meaning the island of barren mountains. But when this name migrated into English, it became Mount Desert Island. Within the park, there are not only the mountains and forests, but also lakes, rivers, and wetlands that make up an ecosystem where many animals and plants live permanently or at least return every year during the spring and the migrations. Acadia is one of the smallest national parks in the United States, but one of the most visited, as it receives more than 3 million visitors each year. Walking through its beautiful trails is a constant invitation to immerse ourselves in nature.